name is Kim Vopni and my business is Pelvienne Wellness, and I offer products and services for pregnant women and new moms that promote a better birth and recovery. I used to work in the fitness industry and actually got out of it and moved more into the corporate world. And it was through my own pregnancies that I became more aware of the importance to pay attention to your body. My mom went through issues in her births and I was really trying to avoid what my mom went through. So I took some steps to educate myself in terms of preparing my body for birth and how best to recover after. So I combined the fitness training that I had as a personal trainer with the support aspect of a doula. I did doula training as well, so I've become known as the Fitness Doula. And what I do is I really take a proactive approach to helping women prepare their bodies. So I look at birth positions that might be best and how we can use exercise to prepare their body for those birth positions. And the aim is really to get somebody better prepared for the very physical event of birthing a child. And then I also have them look at how they can best recover, because a lot of women in this day and age are very eager to get back to their exercise program when maybe their body's not quite ready. So when I'm working with a pregnant woman, it typically takes place either in a group workshop or on an individual consultation. And what I do is I go through common things like breathing, posture, alignment, and things that aren't necessarily covered in other prenatal education classes. Go through some posture assessments, provide some targeted exercise for them to do that would be done on a daily basis, and also give them the information that they can use in those first 8 weeks postpartum, which is really the most critical time for healing. So really they're set up for their pregnancy, for their birth, and also for their recovery. In terms of the services that I provide, the signature one is called Prepare to Push, and it helps women again prepare their bodies for the very physical event of birth, as well as setting them up for an ideal recovery postpartum. Some of the strategies that I help them is influence I've taken from other courses that I've taken, other certifications I've done, one of which is Pilates. It's called pelvic floor Pilates, a great program that has functional movement with voluntary pelvic floor contractions. And the other is the hypopressive method. This is geared for women after they've had their children. And it is a series of specific postures and a structured breathing protocol, and it helps train the involuntary aspect of the pelvic floor and the abdomen. When I meet women on a postpartum, which is, right now it tends to be most people come to me after the fact, and a lot of people say, I wish I'd known you when I had my children, so I hear that all the time. So that's when a lot of the issues have already happened. So we're not in a position where we're able to prevent, but we are able to restore. A lot of the information is the same. Again, we're looking at our posture, breathing, alignment, what has happened in their pregnancy and in their birth that may have caused their body to not work the way that it should. I'll check their tummy, which is one of the most important parts to women when they're recovering afterwards. And we look to see if they have a condition called diastasis recti, which is when the abdominal muscles separate. So that's a really common condition that a lot of women don't know they have, and they're really shocked, because I find it in almost 90% of the women. They're shocked that no one's checked for it before, and then they obviously want to know what they can do to fix it. I give them the targeted exercises that are going to help heal that mummy tummy. And consequently, it also helps heal their pelvis and their pelvic floor, because another common thing that women have after they've had children is leaking when they laugh or cough or sneeze. And they think that it's normal, but it's not. It was because of what my mom went through that I decided to take some proactive steps in my birth. And I was really afraid of tearing. I was afraid of what my mom went through. And it was my midwives who told me about a product called the epi-no. Epi-no stands for no episiotomy. It's a biofeedback device that helps women connect with their pelvic floor in terms of the muscle function, as well as helping prevent tearing. So it helps stretch the tissues in the perineum. So the philosophy about that product really made sense to me. Coming from a fitness background, the idea of stretching and strengthening in preparation for a physical event made perfect sense to me. So after I had a successful use of that product with my first pregnancy, I decided I wanted to increase awareness about it and tell more women. So I became a distributor, and I'm now the Canadian distributor for that product. And that was really my introduction into the whole world of pelvic health. I think one of the things that keeps me going is, it sounds odd, but the women who come to me saying, I wish I had known about you when I had my children. Because I know that I can make a difference in the women that still haven't had their children. We can create better birth stories. We can create a better postpartum recovery for them as well, so that they're not in a situation where they are faced with leaking and a tummy that they're not happy with, thinking it's normal. It's not normal, and it can be fixed. So having an opportunity to play a role in preparing women for one of the most amazing experiences of their lives, so that they will have a great experience and be happy with their body postpartum, that's amazing.